I'm Colton.
I'm Claire.
It's a Wallow Wednesday, and now it's time for CHS Today. Attention Sophomore Council, there will be a meeting today during SRE in Miss Houston's room W163. Please make sure to attend.
There will be a student council meeting tomorrow during SRE in Miss Combs' room. We will be discussing homecoming and finalizing schedules.
Homecoming court voting is this week. Please check your email for the Google form to vote. Voting ends on Friday, September 13th at 2. Court will be announced at the end of the day, Friday.
If you are in WCC and are participating in Homecoming Olympics, you must have your PM teacher sign it and turn it in on Monday. Forms are located in the front office.
Any ECHS junior or senior student that is attending the field trip to Ball State this Friday needs to report to the front of CHS at the flagpole at the 8:20 bell. The buses will be leaving CHS at 8:30 promptly.
Homecoming tickets are on sale in the bookstore. Dance tickets are $10. You must have a ticket to enter the dance. Tickets will not be sold at the door.
HOCO Olympic forms are in the front office. It is $40 per team. Money is due this Friday. Let's take a look at what you can expect from Olympics and why you should participate.
Homecoming guest forms are in the front office. If you plan to bring a date from another school, this form must be completed and turned in. Forms are due September 18th.
The homecoming dress-up days will be Monday, beach bum, Tuesday, tacky Hawaiian tourist, Wednesday, anything but a backpack beach edition, Thursday, lifeguards versus sharks, Friday, Baywatch, red and white.
In national news, Hurricane Francine grows stronger as cities are ordered to evacuate. A state of emergency is in effect and a storm surge of 6 feet is expected. Schools are shut down today and tomorrow across Louisiana. It is expected to be Category 1 or 2 hurricane. Hurricane Francine has maintained wind speeds of 90 miles per hour and is expected to strengthen by the minute.
In world news, internet is being suspended in parts of India's Manipur after a student protest. Hundreds of students took the streets to protest the use of drones to drop explosive devices as an ethnic violence continues in the northeastern state. Internet and mobile data services were suspended for 5 days following the protest.
Lunch for tomorrow is pulled pork on a hoagie roll, oven-baked curly fries, and barbecue sauce. Other options include a crispy chicken patty sandwich and mini turkey corn dogs.
Looks like we are going to have some heat, Alyssa. Will there be some shade with it?
Guys, doesn't look like we're going to have any shade today. At 5 p.m. it's going to be sunny and 86 degrees. At 10 p.m. it's going to be 70. It's going to be sunny and 59 degrees. Now on to the 3-day.
Thursday is going to be partly cloudy with a high of 87 and a low of 64. Friday is going to be raining with a high of 81 and a low of 65. And Saturday is going to be raining again with a high of 82 and a low of 64.
That's all for weather. Now back to the desk. Thanks, Alyssa.
Now on to Tater with the sports.
Thanks, guys. Boys varsity soccer obliterates Knightstown 7-1. Scoring for the Spartans was Cody Thomas with 2 goals, Caden Mapes with 2 goals and 1 assist, Mitchell Steele with 2 goals, and Judd Garrett with 1 goal. Jonathan Ropp and Levi Marzellik added an assist. The girls varsity soccer team demolished Rushville last night 8-1. Scoring for the Lady Spartans were Kennedy O'Toole and Isabel Starr with 2 goals each. JC Allen, Chloe Keel, and Sophia Starr with 1 each. Maddie Osborne had 4 saves. The team is next in action Saturday. Girls JV volleyball crushed Northeastern last night as they started strong in the first set, winning 25-14. They fought in the second set, but Northeastern took the set 25-23. Finishing in the strong third set, they won 15-8. Girls varsity volleyball humiliated Northeastern last night, winning in 3 sets. The Spartans were down 7 points in the third set, but climbed back to finish them off. Addie Phillips led the team with 15 kills, plus Stella Holmes and Kendall Bottomley following with 9 kills each. Serenity Pennington had 25 digs. Bree Brock served 14 straight on 26 attempts and earned the Spartans 20 points. Taylon Selby had 3 aces on the night. The varsity tennis team annihilated Centerville last night 4-1. The team is now 12-0, even with injuries. Some star players were Anthony Struing winning 1 singles, Clayton Roselle winning 2 singles, Brant Likens winning 3 singles, Maddox, Reese, and Abel Parsley winning 1 doubles, and Logan Young and Jay McMullen won 2 doubles. They will next be in action tonight against Eastern Hancock. Sports action for tonight is boys varsity tennis at Eastern Hancock at 5. Sports action for tomorrow is girls varsity golf against East Central at 5. Boys JV soccer at Centerville at 5. Boys varsity soccer at Centerville at 5. Girls JV volleyball at Greensburg at 5:30. Girls varsity volleyball at Greensburg at 6:30. That's all for the sports. Now back to the desk for birthdays.
Birthdays for today are Lily Perkins, Jacob Richardson, Haley Hoeing, and Tyson Weirkert.
Birthdays for tomorrow are Caitlin Back, Layla Huston, Madeline Lang, and Autumn Logan. Happy birthday.
Happy birthday.
On this day in 2001, at approximately 8:46 in the morning, the first plane struck the North Tower of the World Trade Center in New York City. The impact left a hole near the 80th floor of the 110-story skyscraper, instantly killing hundreds of people and trapping hundreds more in higher floors. 47 minutes after the first plane hit, a second Boeing 767 United Airlines airplane appeared out of the sky. The plane sharply turned towards the World Trade Center, hitting the South Tower. The attack was financed by Saudi fugitive Osama bin Laden's Al-Qaeda terrorist organization. As millions watched the event unfolding in New York, an American Airlines plane circled over downtown Washington, D.C. and slammed into the west side of the Pentagon. Headquarters at 9:37 in the morning, no more than 15 minutes after the terrorists struck the building, the South Tower of the World Trade Center collapsed. At 10:28, the other tower collapsed. Close to 3,000 people died in the World Trade Center and its vicinity, including a staggering 343 firefighters and paramedics, 23 police officers, and 37 Port Authority police officers. Only 6 people in the World Trade Center towers at the time of their collapse survived. Today, we remember those who lost their lives.
So on September 11th, I was in Miss Griffin's social studies class at Mason High School. I was a junior, and I can actually remember my freshman coach came in the room and was like, "Hey, turn on the TV, a plane hit the tower." And we didn't know what was going on. We thought it was an accident. And then I can actually remember watching the TV and the plane coming out of the corner of the TV and hitting the second tower, and we started to realize it was more than just an accident. So I remember watching all that stuff unfold, and we stayed in the same period all morning, and it was a very sad experience, especially for my generation. Every generation has their moment, and my parents were the assassination of JFK. I would say mine was probably 9/11. So firefighters and everybody risked their life, and unfortunately, some people passed away, but they leave behind a legacy where we can remember who they were and what they sacrificed, and going forward, putting them in memory and the 9/11 memorial.
So yeah, 9/11, very memorable in my generation. I was in middle school when it happened. I remember I was at the library at the Connersville Middle School, watched the second plane hit the tower, and after that it affected a lot of my generation. Most of my friends, people my age, went to war, and we were at war for over 20 years because of what happened there. Now, it wasn't all directly because of that, but we ended up being in the Middle East for 20 years. Known a lot of people through high school, through college that have been in battle, who have been injured in battle, and pretty much the entirety of our generation's focal point, our growing of age, was about 9/11 and the war that ensued from that moment.
9/11 is relevant for the same reason that Pearl Harbor is still relevant, because when we're attacked on our soil and innocent people die, we need to take precautions to ensure that more American lives are not lost. Learn from whatever mistakes we may or may not have made on that day, and keep the memory of those who died trying to protect us alive. So I always mention it in class, and I remember the day and worrying for my brother who lived in New York at the time we didn't hear from for 3 days. And I try to be patient with airlines when I am taking a plane, because I remind myself that our safety is more important than our comfort.
Never forget, and that's all for CHS today.